What up guys, and welcome back to Tips Are Free. What I've got for you today is my final installment of Historic Wizards, at least for now, because this deck is definitely my favorite deck at the moment. Now you know me, I love combo and I love combo in Timeless, but for me, in my money right now, Historic is just more fun because there's no strip mine lock, and it's still really fast and strong. But most importantly, Wizards is absolutely positioned to be a top tier deck. So I've been playing this deck for a few weeks now, and I really like what I've done with it. Basically, I found this card called Twin Inferno, and it's basically a piece of crap card sometimes. Other times, it's the best card in your effing deck. So, first thing it does, it gives you double strike, right? Now I don't know if running one or two of these is correct, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you only want one of these in your deck. But in this clip, we're running two of it because it's a really fun card and we're trying to feature it in some small way. Other off-meta cards we have in this deck, Callous Sellsword and Mentor's Guidance. I really think these are super strong inclusions, and I think that this list is exactly where I want it. We've got 12 1-drops, and then we've got piles of draw and stuff like that, and when we're sitting on a lot of cards, having Twin Inferno is just all the better. Imagine having 5 cards in your hand, one of them being Flame of Anor, and now you double cast Flame of Anor, draw 4 cards, deal 10 damage. Like, the reach on this deck is absolutely ridiculous. So I played 15 matches this morning. I went 11-4, so let's get into the battles.
Right into the battles. We've got 2 land, no 1-drop, but I'm seeing Luris, and I can only assume he needs his dudes to win. So I've got a lot of burn, a lot of draw, and this is gonna shape up to be a pretty decent game, I think. We've got Illuminating Lash on 2, or we've got the Dreadhorde Arcanist, and then start going for the Illuminating Lash plays. Yeah, we opt for the Dreadhorde Arcanist play here. We're going to get a lot of value out of Illuminating Lash now. We really need a land right now, and we get it. We get the land, we play the Sage hits the Lash reoccurs. It's poetry in motion. Only thing here, though, is I'm not really thinking about Shard Mage's Rescue. And I definitely should be, because this card gives you draw effect, so it kind of needs to resolve. Maybe we just push damage face, because neither of these creatures are especially threatening. We opt for removal. We've got a lot of removal. Flame of Anor is coming up. I'm okay with this. We also need to remember that we have the Callous Sellsword to go along with a really high-powered Reckless Charge play. And just like that, he eats up all of our cards. Honestly, he should block here, right? He should block, get rid of that Dreadhorde. It would really set us back a notch. But he doesn't see it. Plays a Spirit Dancer. And now he's got 3 dudes. Only thing is he attacks. Almost keeping dudes back there makes sense, but he doesn't. So now we've got Flame of Anor and Reckless Charge. And that's going to pump up a lot of damage and a lot of draw. Oh yeah, just like that. Before that Spirit Dancer gets out of control, we're going to take care of him. Draw 2 cards. We have a Sage. I still like Reckless Charge here. Push a little bit of damage. It's basically guaranteed game over next turn. Flame of Anor gets flashback. We play it for free. blow up one of his dudes, draw 2 cards. Like butter, spread the cheese. Down to 9. And we've got a lot of cards in hand. He's stuck on land at 3. He plays a light pause. Not sure if Shelter by Ghost is in this list, but it makes sense that, maybe it should be. All right, we've got Lethal 10 Ways from Sunday. My favorite way here, slam down the Sage, Reckless Charge. I guess, yeah, Slick Shot Show Off first. Get as many dudes as we can. Everyone gets the team buff here. Spread the love to the dudes. That's what I like to say. Just like that, we got him. On to the next battle. We've got a dude on turn 1. He's got an elf. Well, I guess for us here, yeah, just Wizards, Lightning, and getting 2 dudes out. He's got scary stuff he wants to do with his elves anyways. We don't want to let him do it. We're going to take care of business. We really want to draw some spells here, though. In a tough spot. All right, so elves play an elf, it looks like, and pass. That is a really rough turn for them. But equally bad, we've just got Illuminating Lash here and a bunch of land. So, yeah, that's tough. We get in with the dudes, down to 9. Yeah, he had nothing good, so. Into the next battle, we've got Symmetry Sage on 1, 2 Dreadhorde, 3 Win the Game. He's playing Faithless Looting, he's playing Ultimatum. That's a tough deck. Especially for our list. We're not running any counter spells, and we just got an outrace combo. This guy goes off on turn 2 all the time. It's super hard for our deck to win with him. Our primary objective is to get him down to 7 health, because then he can't use death. Half of his combo is death, life, right? Life and death, or his primary combo is hit a persist. Get big cards in your graveyard, get the persist off, win the game. But if we can keep him off life and death, we can take care of business. All we've got is 2 lands. We can't double Wizard Lightning here. Instead, we're going to Twin Furno. Twin Furno for double strike, and then we'll reoccur it. We'll get some damage in, and we'll get him low enough. Not the most glamorous way to use this card, but just showing its flexibility off here. It's the best choice on the table. And it gets him down to 7. Really good sign. Izzet Charm, he's down to 6. Otherworldly Gaze down to 5. Moment of truth. He doesn't have it. Feels good to beat combo. Into the next battle, we've got 1 land and a bunch of 1-drops. Wow. We're on the draw, and we get the Steam Vents. Exactly what we needed. Swift Spear Teachings into Dreadhorde Arcanist. My favorite start. Okay, so he's on colorless. He's got ramp. Yeah, let's start it off right. Next turn, we have some broken stuff to do with, like, Symmetry Sage. A hasty Symmetry Sage. Wow, whoa, look at all the Sages and the haste. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. He cracks a Karn. Karn hits play. He's at 18 health. He grabs a Forsaken Monument. It doesn't do a lot on its own, so we'll see what he's got. I think our play, though, is to just push a bunch of damage. Sage with haste, Reckless Charge on a second Sage. Everyone gets the buff. And this is actually lethal. I mean, I remember it's lethal because I remember missing it. So my mind is like, okay, well, I'm at 11 damage. I don't think about the second Dreadhorde Arcanist cast here, right? Look at all that damage we've already got. So I'm counting with my primary goal. Let's kill the Karn. You know, Karn's strong, Karn's powerful, but yeah, missing lethal here. And we'll see by how much, right? So we do 5 damage to Karn, and he's at 4 health. Cringe. Cringe Lord. Still, opponent's in a really bad spot. He plays a do-nothing card, and we've got Lash into Sellsword. Yeah, it's just over. Right into the next battle. We go first. We've got Steam Vents, Soulscar Mage. Turn 2 Arcanist. Guide of Souls. So that's a turn 2 Illuminating Lash. That'll give us a minute to get, prowess or haste for the Dreadhorde anyways. Plan is kill all of his dudes, outvalue him with card draw, win the game. OC Lat Pride comes down for 2. We blast him away, do damage, draw a card. Our land situation is sort of precarious, though. This is tricky. Opponent comes out with life gain. So we hit the land. That was lucky. Yeah, I'm thinking about Mentor's Guidance, but I'm also thinking about, like, Consider. Oh, Swift Spear. That's super good. So, if we Swift Spear this turn, and then, Arcanist this turn, and then Swift Spear Arcanist next turn. Yeah, we should be able to double cast this, especially with the land. That's huge. The Consider off the top was wild, actually. This is going to set everything up. The Prowess trigger brings him to 2 power. Sage is a great draw here for next turn. Oh, and he doesn't let us do it. What a loser. What a prick. Well, we had it, right? All right, next game. We've got Land. We've got Symmetry Sage or Swift Spear Teachings. With these cards, Mentor's Guidance on 2 feels pretty good. And he's on Looting. Okay, so this is just a tough matchup for us. They're too fast. We don't run any counterspell interaction. No graveyard hate. We're all in on the damage train, and that's what we do. So, same plan as last time. Let's try to get him to 7 health. Everything in our power to get to 7. Need land bad. There it is. Okay. So now we've got the land. We've got the Swift Spear's Teaching. So the 2 plays that I'm thinking about is Swift Spear Teaching into either Dreadhorde or Soulscar Mage. But I think Dreadhorde is going to be the play. It's going to let us double cast for the Symmetry Sage, and it's going to get us a really good start to be able to close the game out next turn and play around Persist. But if he has Persist and the combo, he basically already wins. We do get the 1 drop there, so maybe going Soulscar Mage, Consider, might be more damage. No, it doesn't look like it. So he gazes, puts some more mana in the graveyard. There it is. He had it all along. Persist in hand. Okay, well, we're gonna speed it up, just to get through it a little bit quicker. He has a few decisions to make. Sometimes you brick, but not very often. He's running Gamble. Gamble's a sweet card for this deck. I've got to think about including it in my version that I run on Historic Ladder as well. But yeah, this is a strong deck. He ends up getting Expropriate, and Rejuvenation, and he's going to go the Time Walk play. He finds it here. We pack it in. GG's. Into the next battle, we've got Swift Spear Teachings. We like that a lot. Illuminating Lash, Mentor's Guidance. We're playing someone who runs Leyline of the Void. They're on green. They've got Utopia Sprawl. All right, second turn. So Dreadhorde Arcanist just becomes a 1/3 with Trample. To that end, Soulscar Mage is the better play here. We've got no land, so we're kind of land-boned. He comes out with another Utopia Sprawl, and we miss our land. I'm thinking Illuminating Lash here. I'm thinking Consider, Wizard's Lightning. We go for the land. And we get it, the perfect land. Double Prowess, we pump that damage. Mentor's Guidance probably is the play here. It sets us up for a stronger turn 2. Or turn 4. He's on 5 land. Another Sprawl. He's ramping out of control. It's just a green stompy deck. We're not too worried about it. So with Twinferno here, we can take down that big 6/6. Yeah, just double cast this Wizard's Lightning. And then with double Prowess, what, we hit for 4? No, that would be 5. Yeah. Twinferno coming in clutch. Love to see it. Down to 4. What does Green Stompy have at the end of the game here? Land. Mana Dork. Another 6/6. Okay. So now we've just got to hunt for burn cards. We have so much draw. We have haste. Yeah, Dreadhorde sucks. At least in this game. Okay, Lash. That's damage. That's a good card. So we could hit the 6/6, and that would make him into 3/3. And then we could attack, and he would need to block. But then he would block with Ronus, and Ronus would die, and he could just internalize it and make it into a 4/4, even better. So we take the damage face. He's going to heal it back up with his 6/6. But we still have range here. We still have a lot of draw. 2 options. We try to burst through. We don't really have any trample effects. Option 2, we draw a lot of cards. And basically, if we just find a few burn spells, we win the game. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Okay, first one, bricks. Disaster. Second one, bricks. And we brick again. Huge drawing bricks. So bad. I think about slamming a 1/3 with prowess. Doesn't really do enough. I'll consider here. See what we get. Sellsword. Sellsword comes in clutch. 7 damage face. 1 of Sellsword wins us the whole game. Best tech. GG. Into the next battle, we've got Swift Smear Teaching on 1, Dread Horde on 2, my favorite start. They're on a Eldrazi. We've got to look out for K-Command. He's got Glaring Flesh Raker. In retrospect, maybe I blast this guy. I figure, let's get our dude out there. Let's start snowballing early. We could trade after this turn, no big deal. Look at all that value. Look how strong that is. Only now, it's his turn 3. Okay, Glaring Flesh Raker again. He does the good game. He must have the nuts. All right, he comes up to 3 land, plays it. Now he's at... Okay, so I speed it up here. He takes a little while, a lot of decisions. At the end, he didn't want to finish the combo. He kind of just sat there like a moron. Like with the damage on the stack, instead of resolving it, he's like celebrating by himself or something like that. I don't know. Kind of weird. But I wanted to see it for the video. Now we're watching it. The dude had the legit turn 3 with an aggro deck. That's nice. GG's. Into the next battle, we've got Swift Spear, Dread Horde again. It is tempting to blast that dude, though. We've got Illuminating Lash. He's either a combo deck or a life gain deck. Either way, our plan is to kill the dudes. The dude comes out, but he's only at 3 HP. That means we can blast him with Illuminating Lash. Target down. Wow. He brings in Luris to hand. That's slow. We get another land. And now we're thinking about things like Dread Horde, Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, I like that a lot. And the Prowess trigger brings him up to 2 damage. Oh yeah, Illuminating Lash. That's what we want. Sage, Flame of Anor next turn. Double cast Flame of Anor. Anything he plays dies. Static Prison. No! Amped Raptor comes out. Amped Raptor hits a Johnny. Energy. Energy and Historic. That's strong. Okay. Okay, we've got this. I'm looking at Symmetry Sage here. Oh, yeah, I play the Soul Scar Mage. That's a mistake. I play the Soul Scar Mage, but I should play the Symmetry Sage because he's got flying. It represents more blocking power and more damage. But we drop out the Soul Scar Mage, cast Flame of Anor for free, draw 3 cards, do 5 damage, shut down a Johnny threat. It's a big deal. He's up to 1 energy. He plays Do Nothing Dude and blows up our Soul Scar Mage. Now he's back up to 1 energy. And it's interesting because if we had played Symmetry Sage and he made that Lightning Burst play, he'd have to give us our Dread Horde Arcanist back. So, interesting chain of events there. But now we've got, well, we should just get all of our dudes out. We want to use our burn on Luris anyways. These other characters, they're not super threatening on their own. So, yeah, I think we're fine here. Next turn, the Twin Inferno is going to come out. Double cast Illuminating Lash. So he cashes in the energy, rituals out Galvanic Blast. Yeah, and this is the perfect chain of events. We've got everything we want. I think we just bring it face, too. I don't care about these creatures. I don't want to blow them up. I want to go face. Everyone gets to be a 3/3. Double Lash comes out, 6 damage. Yeah, and then we're swinging with the team. Disgusting. All right, into the next game. We're playing a top guy. Mighty Bean, rank 566. And we've got 1 land on a mulligan. We can't go down to 5. We've got to luck into the land. We're playing to our outs here. This is a good starting hand. No land. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Two mana, they played Bitter Triumph, discarding a card. I didn't see what it was, but we miss our land. Oh my god. So I guess we just get out Soulscar Mage. We're gonna need the Sage for later. We're gonna save it. Turn 3, he plays a enchantment that makes his dudes stronger. So he's a dude deck. Okay. Alright, so he makes a dude. Yeah, I think we just lash the dude. We really need a land, though. 1 more land, we can Dreadhorde Arcanist Reckless Charge. And we don't find it. Oh, but they're tapped. They're tapped out. We have double charge. That really makes their characters tapped. It creates tapped tokens. That is so sad. Poor guy. And we get in with the dudes. The dudes finish them off. Well, that's the clip, guys. That's the rank up match. And we're doing it all morning. 15 matches, 15 great battles today. I didn't show them all. I just wanted to highlight the good ones, but this deck is still ripe and raring to go. I love playing Wizards in Historic. It's my favorite deck right now, and I would 100% recommend this list for you to play. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks for watching.